In this video, we are going to go over how to translate a word problem into a system of linear inequalities. We're only going over how to translate the word problem. If you need to go over how to graph the result, please check out earlier videos in Chapter 7 for graphing systems of linear inequalities. Let's dive into it. So this says you have a babysitting job, right? So a job babysitting that pays $10 per hour. You also cook for $15 per hour. You need to earn at least $150 per week, but can work no more than 20 total hours. Write a system of linear inequalities that represents the situation. So I have two variables here, the amount of hours I spend babysitting and the amount of hours that I spend cooking. So I'll do B equals the hours babysitting. Define those variables always, and then let's do C equals the hours cooking. So now we've got to come up with the system here, and we do have a system because we actually have two totals. We have that we need to earn at least $150 per week. That's greater than or equal to 150. But now we need a money expression to the left there. So we know that we earn $10 per hour for babysitting. So that would be 10 times the number of hours babysitting would give us the total amount of money we earn babysitting. I add on to that the $15 per hour that we cook for, which would be $15 times the number of hours we cook for. So this represents the amount of money babysitting. If I add that to the amount of money I cook, well, that I get for cooking, then I have greater than or equal to 150 total dollars, right? That's what I need to earn at least. Sweet. But there's a second part here. You can work no more than 20 hours. So that's less than or equal to 20 hours. That's the total. And on the left side of this inequality, we need an expression that will give us the total hours that you work. Well, the total hours you work would be the combined amount of babysitting hours and cooking hours, which would be the B value, right? The amount of hours spent babysitting plus the amount of hours spent cooking. And before we know it, lo and behold, we have a system of inequalities. Beautiful thing, folks. So how to translate? Much like we did with systems of equations and other word problems, translate as you read. I like to read out the whole word problem because there's so much information. I wanted to figure out what my variables were first. Then I went through a second time and translated as I read and noticed I had two different categories for my inequalities. Total money earned, total amount of hours worked. Go rock some more practice. That was real fun.